First Guru, one's intellect is like a bird on account of its actions. It is sometime high and it is sometime low. Sometime it is perched on the sandalwood tree and sometime it is on the branch of the poisonous swallow wort. Sometime it soars through the heavens. O Nanak, our master leads us on according to the hukam of his command. Such is his way. Pauri, some explain and expound on the Lord, and whilst speaking and lecturing, they pass away. The Vedas speak of and interpret the Lord, but know not his limit. Not through studying, but through understanding is the Lord's mystery revealed. There are 6 pathways in the Shastras, but how rare are those who merge in the true Lord through them. The true Lord is unknowable, and through the divine word of Shabad, he is manifested in his splendor. He who believes in the name of Infinite One attains his portal. I, the minstrel, make obeisance unto the Creator and sing his praises. Nanak enshrines the Lord within his mind, who is but the one and only throughout the ages. Slok, Second Guru, if one be a charmer of scorpions and handles snakes, then he with his own hands invite ruination to his own self. By preordained order of our master, they are beaten badly and struck down. If an apostate like the self-willed Manmukh contest with the godly person like the Gurmukh, he gets ruined and is condemned by the Lord, the true judge. He himself is the master of both worlds. He beholds all and makes the exact determination. O Nanak, know this well, everything is in the accordance to his will. Second Guru, O Nanak, if someone judges himself, only then is he known as a real judge. If he understands both the disease and the medicine, then consider him a wise physician. Do not involve yourself in idle business on the way. Remember that you are only a guest here on this earth. Speak with those who know the primal Lord and renounce the evil ways. That virtuous person who does not walk in the way of the greed and who abides in truth is accepted and famous. If an arrow is aimed at the sky, how can it reach there? The sky above is unreachable. O archer, know that the arrow will recoil on you. Pauri, the soul bride loves her husband Lord. She is embellished with his love. She worships him day and night. She cannot be restrained from doing so. In the mansion of the Lord's presence, she has made her home. She is adorned with the word of the Shabad. She is humble and she offers her true and sincere prayer. She looks beauteous in the company of her master, and she walks in step with the way of his will. With her dear bosom friends, she offers her heartfelt prayers to her beloved. Cursed is that home, and shameful is that life which is without the name of the Lord. But she, who is adorned with the word of his Shabad, drinks in the Amrit of his nectar. Slok, First Guru, the desert is not satisfied by mere rain, and the fire is not quenched by just desire. The king is not satisfied with the extent of his kingdom, and the oceans are full, but still they thirst for more. O Nanak, how many times must I seek and ask for the true name? My hunger never ceases for thee. Second Guru, life is fruitless until mortal realizes and pervading Lord God. Only a few cross over the world ocean by Guru's grace. The Lord is all powerful, cause of causes, says Nanak after deep deliberation. The creation is controlled by the Creator who sustains it by his almighty power. Pauri, in the court of the Lord, his minstrels dwell, singing the praises of their true master. The lotuses of their hearts have blossomed forth. By attaining perfect understanding from the Lord, his mind is in divine bliss. Their enemies have been driven out and subdued, and their friends are very pleased. By service of the true Guru, the true path is made visible to the true. Reflecting on the true word of the Shabad, death is overcome. Speaking the unspoken speech of the Lord, one is adorned with the word of his Shabad. Nanak holds tight to the treasure of the virtue. Nanak has met the dear beloved Lord. Slok First Guru. Born due to the actions or karma of their past mistakes, they make more mistakes and fall into the mistakes. By washing, their sins are not removed, even though they may wash hundreds of times. O Nanak, if God forgives, they are forgiven, otherwise they are kicked and beaten. First Guru, O Nanak, it is absurd to ask to be spared from pain by begging for comfort. Pleasure and pain are two garments given to be worn in the court of Lord. Where one is bound to lose by utterance, there it is prudent to keep mum. Pauri. After looking around in the four directions, I search within my own self. There I see the true invisible Lord Creator. I stray and wander in the wilderness, but now the Guru has shown me the way. Hail to the true Guru, through whom we merge in the truth. I have found the jewel within the home of my own self. The lamp within me has been lit. Those who praise the true word of the Shabad follow the path of peace and remain peaceful. But those who do not are overtaken by fear. They are destroyed by their own pride. Having forgotten the name, the world is roaming around like a wild demon. Slok Third Guru. In fear we are born, and in fear we die. Fear is always present in the mind. O Nanak, if one dies in the fear of God, his coming into the world is fruitful and blessed. Third Guru. Without the fear of the God and indulging in excessive pleasures, O Nanak, if you die without the fear of the God, you will be beginning and departing with a blackened face. Pauri. If the true Guru is merciful, all desires are fulfilled. If the true Guru is merciful, one grieves not. If the true Guru is merciful, one feels no pain. If the true Guru is merciful, one enjoys God's love. If the true Guru is merciful, then what fear can death cast? If the true Guru is merciful, the body is ever in peace. If the true Guru is merciful, the 9 treasures are obtained. If the true Guru becomes merciful, then one is absorbed in the true Lord. Slok First Guru. They pluck the hair out of their heads and drink in filthy water. They beg endlessly and eat the garbage which others have thrown. They scatter ordure, they suck in its rotting smells, and they are afraid to look at clean water. With hands smeared with ashes, they have their heads plucked and are like sheep. They have renounced the lifestyle of their mothers and fathers, and their families and relatives cry out in distress. No one offers neither rice dishes nor food on leaves, nor performs their last rites, and no one lights the lamps for them. After death, where shall they be cast? The 68 sacred shrines of pilgrimage grant them no refuge, and no Brahman eats their food. They remain filthy forever, day and night, and bear not the ceremonial tilak mark on their foreheads. They ever sit in the cluster like mourners, and do not go into the Lord's true court. With begging bowls slung around their waist and clue in their hands, they walk in the single file. They are neither disciple nor yogis of Gorakh nor Jangams, the adorer of Lord Shiva, nor Qazis or Muslims, judges, nor mullah or Muslim preachers. Cursed by the merciful Lord, they wander around in disgrace, and their entire troop is contaminated. The Lord alone kills and restores to life. No else can protect anyone from him. They go without alms and performing ablutions. The dust falls on their plucked heads. From within water came out the jewel. When the mountain of gold of summer was used as churning stuff, the gods appointed the 68 sacred shrines of pilgrimage where festivals are celebrated and hymns are chanted. After bathing, the Muslims recite their prayers, and after bathing, the Hindus perform their worship services. The wise ever take cleansing baths. At the time of death and at the time of birth, they are purified. When the water is poured on their heads, O Nanak, the shaven headed ones are devils. This word of the good advice pleases them not. When it rains, there is a joy. Water is the key to all life. When it rains, the corn grows, and the sugar cane and the cotton, that which provides clothing for all. When it rains, cows always have grass to graze upon, and women can churn the milk into butter. With that ghee, sacred feasts and worship services are performed. All these efforts are blessed. The bathing within it, glorious greatness is attained. O Nanak, if the shaven headed ones do not bathe, then put 7 handfuls of ashes upon their heads. Second Guru, what can the cold do to the fire? How can the night affect the sun? What can the darkness do to the moon? What can social status do to air and water? What are personal possessions to the earth, from which all things emerge? O Nanak, he alone is known as honorable, whose honor the Lord preserves. Pauri, of my true and wondrous Lord, I have ever sung thy praises. Yours is the true court, all others are subject to coming and going. Those who ask for the gift of the true name are akin to thee. True is thy command. With the word of your Shabad, I am adorned. By faith in thee, O Lord, I receive from thee divine knowledge and meditation. By thy grace, man attains the mark of honor that cannot be taken away or lost. Thou art the true bestower, ever giving. Your gifts are ever increasing and endless. Nanak begs for the gift which is pleasing to thee, O Lord. Slok Second Guru. Those to whom Guru Nanak himself has granted illumination by his teaching and put them on the right path remain absorbed in the praises of the true Lord. What teaching can be imparted to them who have God incarnate Nanak as their Guru? First Guru, we understand the Lord only when He Himself inspires us to understand Him. Unto whom the Lord Himself gives knowledge, He alone knows everything. One may talk and preach and give sermons, but still yearn after Maya. The Lord, by the hukam of His command, has created the entire creation. He Himself knows the deepest inner self of all. O Nanak, the Lord Himself utters the word to Him. All illusions and doubt departs from one who is blessed with His gift. Pauri, I was a minstrel out of work when the Lord took me into His service. Right from the start, He ordered me to sing His praises day and night. My Master has summoned me, His minstrel, to the true mansion of His presence. He clothed me with the robes of His true honor and glory. Since then, true name has become my ambrosial food. Those who follow the Guru's teaching, who eat this food and are satisfied, attain peace. By singing the Guru's holy word of Shabad, his minstrel spreads his glory. O Nanak, by praising the true Lord, I have attained the perfect Supreme Lord.